YouTube, what's going on? Kevin the Tech Ninja here, and today we're talking about smart security cameras, and we're doing a total wrap up for 2019, all the smart security cameras that I tested on my channel, and we're gonna do a comparison. So if you're looking for a smart security camera going into 2020, you have a great idea of what's out there and what are the best options for you. There are so many items to cover, so I'll talk about each brand's most popular cameras. This video is brought to you by the Home Depot. If you're interested in this item or other smart home items, make sure you check out the Home Depot using my link down below. We're gonna start off with the lowest price to the most expensive one, and for the lowest price, it's gonna be the Wyze Cam. Wyze Cam stormed the market a few years ago. For only $25, you get a full 1080p camera. It's also Wi-Fi, it has Alexa support, and it's also free 14-day of cloud storage. So I reviewed the Wyze Cam 2, and I was actually blown away about the features and how it worked for only $25, which still, even to this date, it's just crazy to think about. Of course, yeah, it's made of plastic. It's not super durable. If I drop it, I'm sure it'll break. It isn't water resistant. But at the same time, if this camera's inside your house, it's just gonna function like a normal camera, but at a fraction of the price. So since I made that video, they released a few more things, and today I'm gonna talk about the surveillance system, which is less than $50. It comes with that same camera I just talked about, 2 contact sensors, a motion sensor, and the hub. The Wyze Cam is extremely to set up with a super easy app. It's a matter of clicking add camera, then you show the QR code and it's connected. It takes about 3 minutes to get up and running completely, and that is much faster than other ones we see in the market. To add the sensors, you need to plug a hub, but it actually plugs into the back of the camera, and that is really cool. Now, from there, you just add each sensor, you just do it right from the phone, and you follow the instructions, and bam, the sensors are now in your phone. Once the sensors are added, you can make rules, you can make schedules, and other things like that to automate your setup. So for example, like at 5 p.m., you can have it turn off your cameras and turn off the motion sensor, and then when you leave for work, you can then have it turn on the cameras and motion sensor, things like that. I will say the audio and video quality is a bit behind the competition, but once again, at a fraction of the price, you can forgive them. Overall, this camera setup is super affordable, and it can compete with cameras that are 2 times the price, and the price is still astonishing. I mean, for under $50, you get a beginner set for home security system, and normally you can't even get near that price range unless you're spending around $200. So overall, if you want a no-frills camera, you just want something that works and works good, and also you do get the cloud storage for 14 days for free, this is the best choice for you. Next up is a brand you've heard of before, and this is Ring. And today we have 2 separate items from here. The first one is gonna be the Peephole Cam doorbell. If you live in a place where you can't change the doorbell out, but you have a door with a peephole, then this right here will be what you need. You simply remove the peephole and insert the camera into there. And now you can see anyone coming to your door from your peephole. You can even manually look through it as well if you don't have the phone in your hand. The Ring app is very robust. Once you get logged in, you get set up, you can then see your doorbell easily. The menus are super clear and super easy to use, and it's just one of those things that once you get logged in, it's extremely intuitive. You can scan through the timeline just by clicking on the clip and then using your thumbs to drag the little cursor, and you can go back in time that way. It's just very easy to use. Also built into the app is the Neighbors app, and this is people in your neighborhood that found things on their Ring camera. And it's just another way to connect with your community, kind of see what's going on, be aware of your surroundings, and then upload your own clips to there if something's going on. But $199, this is really good. I mean, it's a great way to add a smart camera to a place that you normally can't add one, especially if you're living in an apartment or some type of shared living situation where you don't have access to swap out a doorbell. Next up is for people who have wired doorbells. This is the Ring Pro camera doorbell. This is Ring's best camera. It's 1080p resolution, and the picture is very, very clear. It has 2-way audio, of course, and overall, I'm just really impressed with the image quality. Also, the response time and dynamic range is really good. Response time means when someone's walking to your door, how long it takes for the camera to recognize that's a person coming to your door and notify you. When you're on a battery system, just like the Peephole one, it does take a little bit longer to recognize there's a person coming to the door. The camera has to wake up to see it and then notify you. Whereas this is plugged in all the time, so it's constantly looking and constantly searching for things happening. Also has good dynamic range, so when it's starting getting dark outside and someone comes to your porch and the lights might not be on yet, it does brighten the image up enough so you can still see the person's face no matter what. And that is really big because the original Ring doorbell had issues with that. You'd have a shade porch, you walk in and the person's face would be really dark, hard to see. This does a great job at lightening up the face. Both of these cameras have access to the cloud plan from Ring. There is Basic and Plus. For free, you get motion activated notifications in real-time view with live view. You also get two-way talk and lifetime theft protection. So if anyone steals it from you, they'll replace it without any questions asked. If you step it up to the basic plan, you get video history, video saving, and video sharing, also with snapshot capture. And all of this for $4 a month or $30 a year. Also, there's one more step up from there, and that's called the Plus plan. And this comes with 24/7 professional monitoring, extended warranties, and 10% off select products at ring.com. The Plus subscription is $10 a month or $100 a year for all your cameras, which isn't bad at all for someone actually monitoring your cameras when you're gone. Now, Ring has been the leader in doorbells for such a long time. I remember seeing them on Shark Tank as the doorbot, and now seeing Ring, who they become over the years, has been pretty impressive. And also with Amazon purchasing them, they have more products that are on the market, and they're extremely affordable too. Next up, we're gonna go with the Nest Hello doorbell. I did a full video on that recently, so if you wanna check that out, hit the link down below to do so. It retails for $229, but quite often they go on sale at the Home Depot. Nest is great if you're in the Nest ecosystem. So if you already have a thermostat, maybe a couple cameras, then grab this doorbell and everything is in one application. Also, the Works with Nest program is pretty great. So if you have other smart home objects, they may work with Nest as well. Nest website will have those for you, but you can set some pretty cool things up, like when I leave the house, lock my door and turn off lights. This will all be done via the Nest app. So just like other Nest cameras, it doesn't require a hub, and they actually create a mesh network. So when you have one Nest camera, that becomes a network for another Nest camera to connect to it. So you won't have an issue where your furthest camera won't have internet connection or have a low signal. As long as there's other Nest products in the area, they all talk to each other and amplify that internet connection. That's called mesh technology. So overall, the picture quality is great. It's using HDR and wide angle field of view, and it just looks very modern, and it's nice to know that something that physically looks good will give you a really great picture too. HDR takes multiple images, combines them to give you a great image no matter what time of day it is. It does require your doorbell to be hardwired in, just like the Ring Pro, and also it does have intelligent alerts that lets you add a familiar face. So if someone comes to your door that comes by often, you can name them, and then it will actually say Kevin's at the door or Javier is at the door. It'll also tell you if there's a package outside, which is a nice touch. And you know, I really do love Nest products, but I do think they're a little bit overpriced compared to Ring's products, and also obviously Wyze. I mean, for an outdoor camera, it's $349, and they're great cameras. I mean, they're 4K, they're very high end technically, but at the same time, it makes it hard to protect your whole house with a bunch of cameras because the price is so steep. Nest Aware also recently had pricing update to be more competitive. So 5 days of history for 24/7 recording, intelligent alerts, clips, time lapse, and activity zones is $5 a month or $50 a year. 10-day of history is $10 a month or $100 a year, or if you want to do 30 days, it's $30 a month or $300 a year. Regardless, Nest is a great solution for people in the ecosystem already, but if you're building a smart home, Nest might be a pretty expensive path and one that I may not recommend going down. Last but not least is a smart home camera system that I think is really great, but the price point makes it really hard for me to recommend. This is the Arlo Pro 2 camera system. This 2 camera pack is $352 as of this video on the Home Depot. So it puts it up there as one of the most expensive camera setups out there. But I will say they also have a video doorbell that I have not used yet, so I really can't talk about it too much, and that is only $149. And the reason Arlo is on my list because I do find that feature for feature that this is the best smart home camera system out there. So the camera comes with rechargeable batteries and they last about a season in real world usage. But you can also hardwire the cameras too if you don't want to worry about batteries. It records in 4K, so the quality is much higher, especially when you zoom into footage after the fact. Also, night vision I feel is much more crisp than other cameras too, and maybe that's due to the 4K sensor. And it also has the ability to obviously do the two-way communication. You can record and you can share clips to social media or email to someone too. But it does require you having a base station plugged into your router. But the base station ensures you have a better connection, and it has an alarm too that can ring up to 100 dB. I do wish there was a non-base station setup because I find that Nest does a great job with connection too without a base station. But the base station does give you that alarm, and it also gives you the ability to plug in an external hard drive to download your footage onto that instead of taking it to the cloud. Arlo is also compatible with more systems, so you can use Google Home and you can use Amazon Echo as well. Whereas the Ring only works with Echo and the Nest only works with Google Home. The back of the camera is magnetic, allowing you to mount it up easily so you can really get some unique setups, or you may not even have to use mounting hardware at all. Arlo for me has been really good, but the starting price just makes it a little bit hard, and also its intelligent mode pricing, its cloud service is just a little more expensive than other ones as well. So the free plan has live streaming, notifications, and also 7 days of cloud storage. You can get the premium, which gives you up to 2K resolution of footage, 30 days of history, package person, vehicle detection, activity zones, call a friend, and emergency calling. That is $3 a month for a single camera or $10 a month for up to 5 cameras. The next plan is Elite, which gives you the same features but up to 4K recording, and that is $5 a month for a single camera or $15 a month for all your cameras. But so for my pick as the best system starting off, has to be Ring. I do find that Ring has more options for cameras. If you don't have a wired doorbell, you can use the Ring doorbell, the one that's not Pro, and that has a battery pack in the bottom. Or if you have the wired doorbell, Ring Pro is a good solution. Or if you're in an apartment or a townhouse or something where you can't access the doorbell, then you can get the Peephole Cam too. So this covers pretty much everyone out there in the market. And also with it being owned by Amazon, they do go on sale quite often, and those prices will be reflected down below in my links. Now I think Wyze Cam is a great option for someone that just wants the single camera, or someone that doesn't have a desire to have anything outside, as Wyze Cams are not water resistant at all. They have to be inside in a controlled environment. So Wyze Cam is good for that, but Ring, you get a better overall package in my opinion. But Wyze may be releasing a doorbell or exterior cameras really soon. It wouldn't surprise me, so make sure you be looking out for that. Anyways guys, those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions on what I think about smart cameras going into 2020. I've reviewed all these cameras personally, and just wanted to do a total wrap-up video and sharing with you. Anyways guys, if you like this type of content, make sure you leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and also press subscribe. Kevin the Tech Ninja here. Have a great day.